welcome to my channel. I'm Manaka and this is my channel, Manaka. I just wanted to do a quick video regarding signs and synchronicities. So as I said in my last video, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason, hence the reason of ripple effects of actions. For example, like I believe if I do this, it will affect you in some sort of way. I just wanted to talk about angel numbers. What do they call them? Fairies? Wait, got it. Spirit animals. So for me, it's so hot in South Africa. I'm just okay. So for me, what I've noticed is I am very, very, how can I say it? I love to follow my instincts, but as I said in my other video about my spiritual beliefs, I did say that I like guidance as well. Like I believe in my instincts, which basically are guidance as well, and I believe in other sort of things that would give guidance to me as well. Like I believe in guardian angels. I believe the guardian angels sort of protect us. I believe that we are all entities, we are all energies, and we're all experiencing it at different levels. And it's a soul level, or let me just say a soul understanding, where you sort of decided that, you know what, I, as this specific spirit, want to go through this specific life, right? Not a lot of people will agree with this, but this is what I see and believe. Another reason why I believe in guardian angels is a lot to do with my life. I'll have a story time one day when I'm ready to talk about it. Excuse the noise. When I'm ready to talk about it, but I believe in them because there's been so many moments where I can say it's been near death and near death experiences, and just, you know, the life of a teenager in general is so hectic, and I feel like for me to be here is something so much bigger than just me, you understand? So basically what I wanted to talk about is obviously archangels. So that's the reason why I believe in them, because as much as I am part of God, I believe that I share a consciousness with literally everybody else who's a part of God. It's weird. I started reading the book God's Debris. I'll explain that one in another post. I'll actually start doing book reviews where I just explain what the book is about. But when I read God's Debris, so I've always believed in collective consciousness and that we are all sort of awakening. So obviously we've come into this life to learn certain things about it because, you know what, as a specific entity that's a part of God, you obviously know a lot. So for you to want to come into this life where everything is sort of erased and you still have to go through everything to learn those specific lessons, it makes sense. I mean, in order for you to get to a specific level, you do have to learn those things, you know, and it only makes sense that we would want to. I always find it crazy how, as a normal human being, I don't know why I like saying that, I always find it crazy when, like, say a human being doesn't want to learn, like you don't want to grow, like your knowledge, you believe your knowledge is enough. And I feel like, you know, we can learn so much from just listening to other people. We can learn so much from just trying to understand other people's ways of living, other people's lives. And it really does bring us to a new level of understanding and a new level of sort of living life and enjoying life and being happy, because you know what, we don't know when this will all end. And because we don't know when this will all end, why not enjoy it while we're still here? Why not learn while we're still here? Because in the end, if whatever you believe, in the end, if you're going to reincarnate, if you're going to go to heaven, if you are going to change into a different higher being, whichever one you believe, wouldn't you want to have, I'm not going to say fulfilled your purpose, because that's a whole nother topic that not yet. But wouldn't you have want to have experienced this life in the fullest way that you could, you know? That's one of the reasons why I believe in guardian angels. I believe in spirit guides. Spirit guides, I started believing them just to believe in them until I actually had a vision in terms of my grandmother who's passed on. Now that's another story that we'll talk about in another video. But yeah, I have conversations with her every now and then, and it's crazy because, you know, there's a lot of things that we don't believe in, and when it happens and you think you're crazy, but somebody else sort of, I don't know how to, I'm really so bad with words when I'm trying to say stuff. Somebody else gives the exact same, let's say, example, right? So I could have easily been talking to myself or going crazy or whatever. But if I give a message to one person who's gotten the same message from somebody else, and this somebody else I've never spoken to, then clearly we're getting the same message. And I mean, it's interesting. So yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about is that it's so hot. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that I believe in angel numbers. For me, just like the gut feeling, unfortunately, as humans, we are very bad at telling if it's your gut feeling, whether it's your ego, or whether it's just... Okay, ego has to do with fear. I'm going to try explain it in a quick way. Ego has to do with fear. Ego has to do with literally anything that's trying to stop you from being better. So if anything happened in your childhood growing up, ego will remember that experience and always react in a way of protection. So you will obviously think, okay, no, I'm not going to do that or whatever. Like, what can I say is a good example? I'm very bad at this. What's a good example? Like, I genuinely used to think I was shy. I still think I'm very reserved and an introvert. But I've come to a place where I don't think it's ever really been shyness. I think I got hurt at some point in my life. I'll try to explain that in a different video, but when I'm ready. But I think I got hurt at some point in my life where showing the real me didn't seem like it was good enough. So what I started to do is I hid the real me. So I kind of became part of the wall, you know, part of the back. Just kept quiet and just looked, you know. So I guess that would sort of be where my shyness would come from. So that is ego. So literally my shyness would be ego being like, okay, you've been you've been hit down this many times regarding this thing that you were trying so hard to do. I'm going to protect you and put up this facade that you're shy, and then voila, you don't have to do it anymore because you think you're shy and you keep telling people you're shy. And why are you going to do it? One of the other reasons actually that I started YouTube, to build up my confidence, because there's a lot of things that you can actually learn by speaking on video to other people. It's crazy, but it's real. So yeah, when it comes to angel numbers, it just has to do with your synchronizations, like your 1 1 1 1, or your 1 2 3 4, or your 555, or your 5555, or your triple two, or your four twos, your three twos, or your 4444. Like, there's a lot of them. I'll try put them around and try edit this so it looks magical. But yeah, I believe in those because for me it just means that, the angels are around me. They're supporting me for that specific thing. There was a point where I was a bit obsessed with it. Like, every time I saw a number, I'm like, whoa, let's see what it means. Google. Like, okay, I saw the number 2323. What does it mean? And I feel like you don't need to remember all of those. Just know that if that shows up, the synchronization shows up, know you are aligned with your path. Okay, that's another thing that a lot of people might not agree with. But for me, your path literally means whatever it is you want to do, right? Wherever it is you want to go. Your path for me is things that make you feel good, the fact that you can do this certain thing and you feel so excited, you feel elated, you feel love, pure love. And that's basically what I consider to be a path. That's your path, that's what you want to do, and that's what you should be doing. And literally for me, that's what I take when it comes to the angel numbers. I don't always look for the meaning anymore. I look for the meanings of the ones that I haven't seen before. Now I look at it, and it always has to depend on how you feel. Like, not every time you look at the time, like, no. Like, if you feel something within your gut, within your heart, you know that it has to do with something. We're such high vibrational beings that we forget how powerful we are, that literally a thought could change our reality. So that's the reason why I believe in those. What else? Oh, and I wanted to talk about the butterflies. Butterflies are actually one of my spirit guides. I consider them one of my spirit guides. I associated them with something specific. And when I see them, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's a picture, whether it's an emoji, I'm very excited. So yesterday, literally, I just saw a bunch of butterflies everywhere, like white butterflies. It was so beautiful. And I was like, what is happening? The last time I saw butterflies was when I went to Limpopo. There was just yellow butterflies always just passing the doorway. So I was like, what? Cute, so beautiful. And then now I saw a lot of butterflies. I'm like, I know this is a sign for something, but I'm just going to be happy about it and let it come in, because I'm really trying to go with the flow. So cool. Then I read it on Facebook that it has to do with them migrating. And I have never seen these butterflies, well, this many, migrate. Last year at this time, there was no butterflies migrating. I would have remembered because I liked butterflies then. Maybe they were. Maybe I didn't notice. But it's crazy. Whatever you actually set your mind to is something that you will notice, which is why our realities are so different, because we find the importance in different things, our experiences and all of that. And the people we talk to always allow us to have different sort of loves. So yeah, the butterflies have been amazing. I'm still seeing them. I'm so happy. It's just so beautiful. And I associate them with something. Like, just like with bees, I associate them with something. I believe in fairies. Please don't judge. I associate them with magic. And most of the time when I feel like something is magical, for me, it's like, okay, there's definitely something happening here. I may sound crazy, but yeah. And then I also love sunflowers. I put sunflowers everywhere. And I only recently started loving sunflowers, actually. I always thought they were beautiful, but there's a huge significance about them right now. It's crazy. Like, and I always used to not like the color yellow. I really didn't. But here I am. Sunflowers. There we go. But yeah, if you guys want like a little more detailed sort of video regarding spirit guides, archangels, synchronicities, and all of that, do comment below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and like the video. Also share, please. I feel like there's so many videos that I have that I could obviously reach more people, but it is really up to you. It is really up to you how you decide to take the videos that I give and the information that I give out. But I really just want to speak. I want to speak to the world. I mean, if you look at the first video I did, it was weird. But it was still me. Whereas now I am so, I don't know, I'm really excited to share the information that I have and that I believe in, which is one thing that I'm really, really happy about, that I can get to a point where, hey, I also need to do covers. Thanks to those who have suggested covers to me in private. Those of you who still want to suggest, do comment below. Those of you who don't want to comment below, you can always just send the song cover names to me via WhatsApp or on Instagram. I am Lee Manaka. I don't know which side I'm going to put it. Lee Manaka Lee_Manaka on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that made sense, because I just actually sat down and I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So yeah, I really hope it made sense. Love, 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 love you guys.